Welcome to my series, Developing Your Inner Adult. I define an adult as someone who takes 100% responsibility for his or her life and situation. This is part 1, Moving Beyond Blaming. Every blaming thought that you hold is an obstacle to your success. Think for a moment of someone in your life that you may be blaming right now. It could be one of your parents, or one of your children, your spouse or your partner, your neighbor, your boss, your employee. Think of someone and ask yourself these 3 questions.
First, how does this blaming thought help me live better? Second, how does this blaming thought help me feel better? And third, how does this blaming thought help the person that I am blaming?
If you're honest with yourself, you know that these blaming thoughts don't help. We tell ourselves that the hurt or the anger that we feel is caused by someone else. But in fact, it is our own thinking that makes us suffer. Since blaming doesn't help and it makes us suffer, why do we do it so much? We do it for the payoffs.
There are some payoffs. Here are 3 of them. First, you get to be right. It goes like this: I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm miserable. But at least I know I'm right. Second, you get to play victim. No expectations, no responsibility. And third, you get to justify yourself.
While these payoffs may provide us with a little charge, a moment of satisfaction, ultimately, when we blame, we suffer. Hurtful, angry, and guilty thoughts make us feel miserable and powerless. Whatever your real goals in life may be, whether it's joy or success or growth or fulfillment, blame gets in the way.
First, blaming is the focus on what you don't want, instead of focusing on what you do want. Second, blaming doesn't motivate anyone. It makes people defensive. And third, blaming is a distortion of reality.
It's just a story that we tell ourselves. And in the story, we distort reality in order to justify ourselves. We distort reality in order to make ourselves feel right or better than the other person. And when we're blaming, we cannot see or deal with reality as it is because we're stuck in the story. So here's a question for you. Think for a moment, again, of someone that you blame. Bring that person to mind. Now ask yourself, who would you be if you weren't blaming this person? Who would you be without your blaming thoughts? Who would you be in this situation? How would you be acting if you weren't blaming, if you weren't holding this person responsible for your well-being? Who would you be if you weren't playing victim to this person? I'll tell you what I think you'd be. I think that you would be incredible. I think that you would be powerful. I think that you would be courageous. I think that you would be free. So how do we become this powerful and courageous and incredible person that we're all meant to be? Here are a few ideas that will move you in that direction.
Accept people and situations as they are, instead of wishing for them to be different. Breathe. Release your negative emotion. Focus your attention on what you do want, instead of focusing it on what you don't want.
When you are clear about who you are, and when your thoughts and your energy are focused on what it is that you do want, that's when you move beyond blaming. That's when you recognize that blaming is just a distraction, and it's not nearly as important as the person that you want to become, nor is it as important as the goals that you wish to achieve. Thanks for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to talking with you next time.